Please welcome Citizens Union Board Member Curtis Cole.
Good evening. It's my great pleasure to introduce Herbet Pardes for you. As a leading figure in academic medicine, the big names that we associate with Herbet Pardes are, of course, the many famous organizations which he has led, such as New York-Presbyterian Hospital, Columbia's College of Physicians and Surgeons, the National Institute of Mental Health, etc. The names go on and on. I want to mention 4 names of organizations that Herbet Pardes did not lead: Stanford and UCSF, Mount Sinai, and NYU. These 4 organizations are also among the best healthcare organizations in the United States. However, they are all 4 separate organizations, even though they used to be merged, UCSF and Stanford, Sinai and NYU. One of the reasons that those mergers failed, while New York-Presbyterian did not, is because they didn't have Herbet Pardes. I was at Cornell when the New York Hospital and Presbyterian Hospital merged to become New York-Presbyterian. The physicians work for the medical schools at Cornell and Columbia. Cornell and Columbia were then and are now arch competitors. But rather than coming apart, as these other mega mergers did, under Dr. Pardes' leadership, we keep getting closer and we keep getting better. Dr. Pardes achieved this through his relentless focus on 2 things: the patient and the future. It may shock you to realize that doctors, also known as M-deities, have rather big egos. In my field of healthcare information technology, when we need to gather opinions of physicians, we often say, if you've talked to one doctor, well, you've talked to one doctor. And yet, there is one thing that we can all agree on, and that is working towards the best interests of our patients. Herb kept us focused on that goal, and as a result, amazing things have ensued. He also kept us working and thinking about sustaining excellence. He is a relentless advocate for medical education and medical research, which are the 2 pillars upon which excellent clinical care is built. Whether he was leading a presidential commission, a professional organization, a medical school, or a hospital, through his plain-spoken style and his visionary leadership, Herbet Pardes has made New York a better place to live and a better place to work.
Right here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, and can I ask one favor? And please do it for the other people who come here also. Give us about 2-3 minutes of your attention and just listen so at least we can feel we're being heard, and then we will depart gracefully. I want to thank the Citizens Union, first of all, for arguing for larger print. That's very empathic. It makes many of us who are not exactly the best, do not have the greatest vision, do far better. And I want to thank also the Citizens Union for honoring me with 3 outstanding co-honorees, William Thompson, Michael Hirschman, and Michael Cardoza. I've been in healthcare policy and healthcare all my life. And as a result, I feel a bit philosophical tonight. And what that does is it causes me to emphasize the importance of helping others and helping one's community. When you get down to it, there is inadequate recognition to those who really try to help the greater good. In retrospect, looking over one's life, I would encourage all of us to reflect on the events, recognizing that those which had no personal significance, those which simply were involved the aggregation of by the power or material goods, those that had no altruistic character to them were really pale by comparison to the simple principle of giving and helping others. Good doctors help. Good nurses help. Good citizens help. In fact, most people in most arenas help and want to help. Today, the distortion of the way politics should be practiced in this or any country and the paralysis of our government nationally is frustrating in the extreme. So you can imagine our gratitude to those people and forces that strive to remedy this situation, and in that regard, I applaud the Citizen Union's focus on critical values and issues for all of us. Today's problems are too widespread, too frequent, too serious. Certainly, the ability to buy an election is repugnant. Unfortunately, fewer people realize how important that is. We have ISIS, we have Ebola, we have widespread global violence, we have poverty. They all challenge us. Fortunately, there are many people, many of whom part of this marvelous organization, who represent and advocate for the highest values. As I read through the goals of the organization, doing something about redistricting, reducing the role of wealth in elections, the dedication in general to help all people to achieve a better life, and others of your goals really excite me. I salute you for everything the Citizen Union does. I'm very fortunate and honored to be considered worthy of inclusion among people who contribute to and participate in your efforts. We need leadership in this country. We must have better government. We must give greater attention to those who hurt and those who need. We also have to take care of the many assets that we do have and can help, among which I would say there's nothing more important than the fact that we hold the highest to help other people. This country, this world needs leaders. I salute you for your efforts in responding to that absolutely critical goal. Thank you very much.